What's going on YouTube? Your boy PokeMatrix54 is back with another one. Alright, I think I may have uncovered a hidden gem in the rarity types of Pokemon. For any new people out there, you may actually not have even seen much of these yet. I don't know, let's get right into it and find out. Let me know what y'all think. Alright, what I'm talking about here are specifically, man, it's already 2 eras ago. We're in Mega Block. Before that was Scarlet and Violet. Before that was Sword and Shield. It seemed like just yesterday when I was opening Sword and Shield packs, they were $3 a piece for just about any set. Yeah, actually, those of you who are new, packs used to be cheap. They used to sit at distro. They used to sit on store shelves. Booster boxes were $90 to $120 a piece, depending on what set it was. What I'm talking about here is something that kind of has gotten overlooked. There's a few. Stay tuned for an upcoming video on that. But for now, today, something that has been a little bit under the radar that I think maybe could bubble up. Pokemon has a way about things happening where stuff that tends to not be so popular comes back around every few years and then becomes popular again for various reasons. But here's a category I think y'all should have at least have notice of or take notice of, y'all investors. That is the singles market, and specifically Sword and Shield full arts, not alternate arts, not full art trainers, but I'm specifically talking about full art Pokemon. Alright, I've flipped y'all around already, enough rambling. We're looking at Silver Tempest, the standout to me in this set. The alternate art Lugia, obviously. But these are really sick. Look, these have silver borders. Back in the day, we'd open these cards, right? And when you'd start peeking and see a silver border, you thought, oh, is there a chance of an alternate art right there? And then if it was a full art, you were kind of let down because you see the silver border, you see the texture, and you think alternate art. Maybe about to pull this Lugia. So yeah, that can be a letdown when that happens, but these cards have awesome texture, very, very vibrant colors in person for the most part. And look at this Lugia here. I mean, it's a really popular Pokemon. Yeah, I know it's kind of on the rise, but not much is selling. It's only a few sold every few days, sometimes not even one a day. So it is sitting at around a $15 mark, especially when you look at Silver Tempest as a whole. The packs are, I don't know, probably above $10. I haven't checked. You can get a really, really nice full art of a really popular Pokemon for just a little bit more than the past price of a pack. So another one, Brilliant Stars. I want to look at two in Brilliant Stars, and you can hand pick. There's a lot of nice ones. I would say at least a couple nice ones from every Sword and Shield set. I'm just kind of picking some of the ones I thought stood out to me. Full art Pikachu. Look, Vivid Voltage has one similar to this. This is the Brilliant Stars version. Both are really nice, but sitting actually at a really, really low point. I know it did have a high a few months ago, but it has retraced maybe close to its new lows. I think this one would be one to target. Everyone loves Pikachu. It's a popular character. I'm telling you guys, in person, these are vibrant, vibrant, textured cards. They look really nice if you're vending or in a binder. They just look nice. They're very presentable, very nice. This Pikachu full art sitting at around the mid 20s. I think it's a nice pickup. Brilliant Stars is just going to keep getting higher. Another one from this set. If you can't afford the big boy alternate art Charizard, settle for the next best thing. There's a full art Arceus. Really, really nice card. And of course it's going to disappear on me when I need it. Where are you, Charizard? Did it get back to page 1? It's the full art Charizard is what I'm looking for right here. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a little bit higher, but hey, it's under $50. Well under, actually. It's low 30s. And this is a really, I have this card in a PSA 10 actually. Really, really awesome card. Um, vibrant. I know they're, you may think, oh, well, they're kind of plain, right? It's just them and not much of a background other than color. But I'm telling you, the colors are vibrant. The texturing is similar to the alternate arts. They're really, really nice, presentable in binders, at shows. I think, and no one really talks about these because I guess because they're just full arts, right? They're not that ultra rarity, but they're not that hard to pull either. So there should be some out there if you look hard enough. Check eBay, check your local marketplaces, check those card stores, those card shops, the card shows. See if anybody's negotiable, because if they are slow movers for some people, some boosts, they may be more negotiable. Maybe they'll take 90%, maybe 80, 85%. Never hurts to ask. But really, really sick Charizard here, and I think at around $30, man, to me, it's a good pickup. You can't go wrong with Charizard. Moving on to Fusion Strike, the best one in this, to my opinion, the Mew V Full Art. I know this set has a V alternate, has a V Max alternate, but man, this has a really nice color pattern. Again, all of these are textured similar to the alternate arts, sitting at similar to the Charizard, around the low 30s. I don't think this would be a bad pickup because look how many of these are selling. One, two, zero. So if you find a card shop that has one or a booth, chances are, if it's a slow mover like a lot of these are, they'd be more negotiable. So you can pick these up maybe at 20, maybe at 25. And I think that'd be a steal because you just never know. When full arts eventually pop off, I said when because I think it's only a matter of time with how crazy this hobby is. People are going to circle back to this era and say, wow, these sky high alternates are really cool, but is there something more affordable for the common average people like you and me? These full arts are it right now. These might be the $50 to $100 cards someday in the near future, in a few years. Whereas the alternates are kind of more for that upper class, several $100s. A lot of people can't afford those in bulk. This may be something, maybe you get $100 extra after a month of work, and or just whatever, doing chores, doing side job, whatever it is, and you can go buy 3 or 4 of these instead of just maybe one semi-good alternate art. Just something to think about. A really, really awesome card here. Sword and Shield base. I know a relatively weak set overall, but this next one we're looking at here, the Snorlax, do not sneeze on this one. Do not sleep on this one, I should say. At sitting at around high 20s, high 20s. Market price is actually just a little bit under 30. So another really, really cool one. Again, super popular character. I don't think you're gonna go long. I preface these with saying this. They're not. I'm not gonna say they're gonna be guaranteed to go up in 6 months. Maybe very, very little. Maybe 5, 10, 20%. Um, but you just never know. To me, I'd rather have a few of these full arts than not because let's see what happens in a year, in 2 years. Maybe these are double. So just a speculation on my part, but I think if you stick to the popular characters, you're not gonna be wrong. It just you just got to give it a little more time. So not everything is an instant. Next day, I'm making 20 to 50% margin. I know it seems like that sometimes in this hobby, but it's not always. These can be the backbones of a steady portfolio of singles, and I think they can really do well long term. Just give them a chance. Just ease on in, maybe buy a few here, a few there if you see them. So, Evolving Skies, chocked full of awesome, awesome cards. Dragonite V here. It has shot up quite a bit, sitting at around the 40s. I would be comfortable with this one because it's popular. Rayquaza, if you're gonna buy this, I know this has probably been on the rise with the whole end of the era, end of the year Delta Rain set. Supposed to have this character in it. A little bit steep for my blood right now, but if you want to make a speculative play, maybe this one goes up in 6 months because of that new set. It's probably going to be over $100 if I had to guess by then. How much more? I don't know. But if you can find this in the 80s and you've got the change, I wouldn't be opposed to making a speculative play on that. Some of the lesser ones, Gyarados is super nice. People do like Gyarados. It's fairly popular. $13. Really, really awesome card. The colors pop on these. They're vibrant. Their texture is nice. Flareon, to me, super awesome art. It's only sitting at around 20 bucks. Pretty nice card for if you for relatively speaking. I know it's not like the artwork of an illustration rare nowadays, but still super super nice cards. And if full arts come back around, and I think they will eventually someday, I just can't say when, you're going to want to have some of these. So diversify, that's my recommendation. Get some full arts, get some IRs, get some alternates, get some of every rarity type. Because eventually, some of those not as popular rarity types, like I'm talking to you about right now, do eventually come back around and they just go insane sometimes. It just takes time, y'all. Give it a little time. Market price on this one, kind of all over the place. Well, 65 light plate. What are the recent sales? Where are we at? A few recent. Where's the dang button? All right. I'm not going to. All right. View more data. Recent sales around the low 60s. The damage probably brought that price down. So in the 60s, you did have a high sale in the 80s, but if you can find this somewhere in the 60s, I think this is still a good pickup because we all know Umbreon, like need I say more? Umbreon is Umbreon. There are a few more full arts of just some of the, maybe that's about it. I guess that's about it. I thought there were some other full arts of maybe some, yeah, there's Jolteon, I believe there's a few more evolutions in here, but 12 to 20, view more data, so I think the near mint's probably closer to 18 to 20, like it's showing here. But all of these evolutions, super, super nice, vibrant cards. Just something to think about. Something that I don't think many people are talking about, at least from what I'm hearing. I think y'all should at least have these on your radar. I'm not saying go buy them out, but if you see a few here and there, you got the extra change, you thought, I don't have any full arts. Something to think about. Just wanted to let y'all know. That's it. Let me know in the comments if y'all have any of these, if y'all thought about picking up any of these. Are y'all so new that you didn't even know full art Sword and Shield cards existed? Well, they do. If you know from back in the day, from just a few years ago, like me, I do have several of these in my binder, in the PC. Not really selling them, but if you do, comment, hey, just comment, hey, I'm with you, Matrix. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm already thinking the same way. So let me know in the comments. Appreciate y'all watching. Have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever y'all are at in the world. Have a blessed one, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.